Some 15 years after Ford released the Territory, Holden hits back at the seven-seater market with the Acadia. Built in America and based primarily on the Holden Commodore underpinnings, it sets out to take on the Mazda CX-9, Kia Sorento, Hyundai Santa Fe and a bunch of other seven-seaters. Does it succeed? Let's find out. First impressions are deceiving. In photos, the newcomer looks a little like a wagon version of a full-size US pickup truck, but in the metal, it seems to shrink the closer you approach it. So, despite an appealingly bold and confident stance that is unashamedly American, the Acadia is no larger than the Toyota Kluger that it's been designed to demolish, and is actually shorter than the slinky Mazda CX-9. Four things strike you the moment you open one of the wide doors to step inside. Firstly, the squarish proportions allow for deep windows and plenty of welcoming light to flood in. Secondly, the dashboard architecture is pleasingly modern and presented with huge vents, big easy buttons and loads of storage. Thirdly, there's also space galore to stretch out front and back, no matter how large you are. And lastly, that hemmed-in feeling that almost all large seven-seater SUVs suffer from in the third row is minimised by lots of glass area instead of fat pillars. Dig deeper and you'll discover a great driving position, clear dials, the world's clearest and crispest multimedia screen, ample ventilation, and mostly tactile materials. The second row has all the amenities you want from a family ferrying bus, including aircon, heating controls and air outlets, and access to the third row is largely unimpeded, though not up to the class best due in part to the large and cushy seating that thankfully also offer more than adequate support. 7 adults can be transported in comfort, style and refinement. However, it is a shame that the centre seating is split so that the single seat flip slide mechanism is on the road, that is the right hand side, while the double seat is on the pavement, that is left hand side, meaning that if you have 5 people in the first 2 rows of an Acadia, 2 and not 1 have to get out to allow for third row entry or egress. That's a fail. Additionally, the fit and finish on a couple of our early pre-production test cars was not brilliant, with some rough plastics and poor carpet fitment. On the road though, all is forgiven, for the way the Acadia accelerates, handles and rides elevates it to the pointy end of the 7-seater SUV set. On paper, using an evolution of the 3.6 litre high-feature petrol V6 that's powered most Commodores since 2004 might sound a bit of a disappointment, but in this application, driving either the front or 4 wheels via a 9-speed automatic, the result is quite something else. For starters, the Acadia is much friskier off the line and stronger in response than we expected, especially for a 2-ton 7-seater crossover. Eager to the point of wheel chirping in the front-wheel drive models, and keen to just keep piling on speed, this is both quick and effortless in that lazy, torquey 6-cylinder way that Aussies have grown to love over generations of Holden Specials, Kingswoods and Commodores. Clearly, some clever tuning of all those forward gear ratios have made a difference. Shame though about that unergonomic tip-shift toggle perch incongruously on top of the gear lever. You need a double-jointed elbow just to operate it. Then there's the Acadia's pleasant steering. Some keener drivers may wish for more on-centre weight, but otherwise the American Holden seems to shrink around you, darting around corners and maintaining its composure at high speeds with passenger car agility and civility, especially the LTZ-V with the CDC adaptive dampers on 20-inch wheels. And gravel road handling is also exceptional. But the most impressive thing is the Acadia's ride comfort and comparative quietness. Bumps and road niggles are dealt with easily and without issue. Some road noise intrusion does surface, yet even then, conversation between all 3 rows is no hardship. It may seem a little unbelievable, but the great big 7-seater SUV from the USA seems to get better the more time you spend with it. We'd like more engine options, such as a turbo diesel, but other than that, it does a brilliant job transporting 7 full-size people, or fewer but with heaps more luggage, with real panache. So that sums up the new Holden Acadia. Holden needs a hit, and this 7-seater family-size SUV offers the value, the space, the drivability, and the packaging to really work. We think it's one of the best in the segment, and hopefully you will too.